Well, I don't know if this is going to pick up again. I've been live for a little while thus far, and I see Adam. I see your message there. Pick up a red one for 40 bucks. Looks like it's been well taken care of. Think it's worth it? Crate Electra Stratocaster. Yeah. And thanks for that question. I'm hoping you can hear me. But okay, good. Sparky, thank you. I had to get rid of the new computer and go to my old one. And so give me a moment here because I need to put some, I had my audio not working correctly. I'm going to put some audio on these other scenes. Give me just a moment. Bear with. This is just going to take a couple of seconds here so that I can get these. Okay. This isn't too bad. Okay, Adam, thank you, man. I sure appreciate your feedback on this and helping me with this. I really am. I had to go with my old computer. Okay. So it looks like things are moving. It's moving pretty good right now. I appreciate that. Give me one. All right. So now I got my audio all figured out. I had to go back to old school. I can't use my favorite. Well, I'm just going to leave it at that. I got really messed up. Crank the gain up on that microphone, and I got to check one other thing here to make sure. Yeah, I think that. There we go. I'm trying to do a little bit of a noise reduction on my voice, so when I'm playing, you don't hear my guitar pick ringing out in the room. So let me get back to that crate. That thing, I did a bunch of work on the one in that video, and it actually is still literally in the apartment right above me. And it still works to this day. It doesn't get played a lot, but it may end up back down here at my place at some point in time. Not sure exactly when. But yeah, that thing, if you watch the video, man, I appreciate you watching that. Hopefully throw a thumbs up on that one. But that was really fun, that little video, did it, and playing that thing. That was, dude, that thing rocked. So that was a really great guitar. So I don't think I honestly don't think that you'll have anything to worry about if you decide to get that one. Really, it was definitely a worthwhile. Okay. Still hearing that in the room. I'm wondering why. Maybe I need to increase the ratio. Okay, so it's working. I'm getting a little bit of a, I don't know if you guys can hear it out there, if anybody's even listening. I'm really testing stuff out at this point. I think what I got going there is I've got that limiter on in front of that. So I'm just checking some stuff. I had to go to my old beater computer. We'll call it a beater, but the thing is bulletproof. And it smokes the one that I had because it actually works. So that's neat. It's actually, I'm back to my old way of having to do stuff. And somebody just is calling me right now. Look at that. Let's see. Hang on, I'm going to answer this call. Well, I probably won't be able to talk to him because, well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I will. I think I can. I don't know if you can. Hey, I'm doing a live stream right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the old machine works. It's just definitely slower, but it's I updated OBS to the latest version, which does not work with Windows 10, but they don't tell you that, of course. Not that I'm
having no problems with it whatsoever.
Are you using it on your?
Yeah.
It won't work on this machine. I couldn't tell you why. It was telling me to get this NVIDIA driver thing. So it did it the last time, and it might be that we have different graphics cards in our computers, and you have one that it can work with. I don't know.
Yeah, that shouldn't make any difference. Anyway, what I was calling for was I'm having an issue with I've shut OBS down, and I'm trying to update a couple of things in Waves Central. And every time I try to do an update of my Waves plugins in Waves Central, it keeps telling me that OBS is still using my microphone, even though OBS is not running. And it's telling me to shut OBS down before it will allow me to update my Waves plugins. I just rebooted, and so I'm launching Waves Central again to see what it's going to let me do here. Hit the update button. Now it's going to work.
Vanzini, hello. Now it's working?
Now it's working. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it. I got everything recording and kicking ass on this side, so I'm getting Studio Rack for OBS installed so that I can load all my Wave stuff in OBS.
Oh yeah, I've got like every Reaper plugin in the world is available to me, and a bunch of other stuff is available to me in there. But I don't do any. I'm not doing any sound mixing in there. Every time I've used that program to do any sound at all, the latency is just not even worth trying.
I'm not sure what's going on there. I got lucky, I guess. I've done about a dozen video tests, and every one of them is flawless, not dropping frames. It's doing great. I want to be able to run omni-channel as my vocal mic processing. And anyway, I'll let you go. I want to get back to this, get this done, and I'll get hold of you later.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, brother. Cool. Yeah. All right. Phone calls. You got to take them once in a while. I do answer my phone. I know most people don't anymore. I do. I like answering the phone. It's kind of fun. So really more or less doing a bit of a test tonight to see if I can use this old computer to do what I want to do. And it seems to be working just fine. Let me go to this, and device should be okay. Let me see if I can open up. I've tried to do this in the past. Now I'm already getting clicks in my audio running it like this. If I'm trying to run a YouTube video. There it goes. Okay, so it is in stereo. Just this, I'm gonna just push play on this backing track, but I'm already hearing, and I'm not hearing the backing track in my headphones. Why is that? You're hearing it you're hearing it, but I am not. Why would that be? Why would I not be hearing the backing track? I can hear my voice and not direct monitor. Let me check my you guys have no hardware connected. Yeah, that's set to playback 1 and 2. My headphones are set to playback, so I should be hearing that. What is that? Okay, let's close that. Okay. Why am I not hearing this in my headphones? That's a trip. Because I'm not monitoring it, and so it's device's default. Let me check this real quick. Device, it should be Realtek. Maybe this is it. Let me try this. See if I can. Let me see what my audio device is. And oh, that's why. No shit. There we go. Wow, what a trip. Okay, let's try this again. Some reason NVIDIA took over my audio. There we go. And now, hang on. Okay, so now I'm hearing it, but you aren't. So let's check the properties. We'll just go to default just to see what happens here. And I can see that you're not hearing it, but oh, come on. You got to be careful about pushing. There it goes. Now we got both of them working. That's a cool progression. All right. Let's see. Hoping the mix is working all right. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Falcro. Did you update your Audio file? No. I can't do that on this machine. I think that backing track's like 10 minutes long. So it seems to be working all right. Yeah, with regard to that other computer, it will never see the light of day again. No one will ever use it. It is done ever being used by any human being ever. And I will not, yeah, Falcro, I know. That computer failed again. And I waited for a year to have a computer that worked. And, I kind of went into detail about what happened last night, and it was 100%. I had people telling me it's a Microsoft thing. Windows did an update. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm doing my best. Should I take my shirt off? People always freak out when I take my shirt off because I'm a 50-year-old dude that's healthy. Damn, you can't look at that, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. But yeah, the Hewlett Packard gave me my money back on that computer that many of you gave me money to purchase over a year ago. And after about 6 months, I had enough and they weren't taking care of the warranty service. So I said, just give me my money back and I'm going to send the computer in. I sent the computer back to them and they gave me my money back. The moment I told them I would send it back to them, they gave me my money back, right? So this thing didn't cost me a dime. But the next thing I knew, they sent it back to me. And I was like, called them and said, hey, what's the deal here? Because I don't think I own this computer anymore. And the guy goes, we'll email you a, I know. What happened was it worked until it got kind of humming, and it takes a few days after you get, but anyway, they sent it back to me. I asked them, I need to get this back to you. They said, we'll email you a shipping label. And at that point, just ship it back to us. I never got another single email from them after that. So basically what they did was they took the computer sent it to a service shop, sent it back to me saying it was repaired, and it failed again. This is Hewlett Packard, mind you. This is exactly what happened. They sent me back. I sent it off to a service to be serviced and fixed so that my audio would work in it. They shipped it back to me saying that it was repaired and it failed again. And so I sent it, I let it sit here and just collect dust. I didn't turn it on. I just let it sit here and sit here and sit here. And I finally went, hey, Mark, what do you think? Can you help me get this thing up and running? And Mark helped me get it up and running, and it was working, but then the motherboard was fucked up. So I sent it back to him again, and I called him. I called the warranty and I said, hey, I still have a warranty on this computer. They honored the warranty. They sent it to his shop in, hang on. I just want to be really very clear about why Hewlett Packard does not deserve your business. And that's my opinion. I'm not sitting here slandering them. I'm giving you facts that I would speak to a judge in court. This is what happened. Court, Highway 121, Grapevine, Texas. So, I sent it. They sent me a box, a shipping label. I sent it to whatever shop they fucked with it for Christmas. It was over Christmas. I mailed it on December 8th, I believe. Or no, it was later than that. But nonetheless, they told me I would have it back in 9 days. Well, 26 days went by, whatever it was, and I finally started calling because I didn't care. I had this old machine that works great, doesn't it? Right? Works great. So the guy on the phone that I talked to at the shop said, well, you asked for us to install some SATA cables and to test it on some audio interface that we don't own. And so I couldn't ship it back to you until I communicated with you. That was exactly what this guy told me, right? This is a phone conversation. And I was like, well, fuck, dude. it's been 3 weeks. You've been sitting there with this thing repaired and you didn't ship it to me and you didn't call me? Did I not answer your phone call? You guys all paid witness to me answering a phone call tonight, right? Just so we're clear. So they shipped the computer back to me. We replaced the motherboard. It works perfectly. We tested it. We ran it. We ran YouTube videos. We tested. Right? I ain't kidding, man. This is absolute God's, this is truth. And Mark Tanner has spent 40 hours with me working on this fucking thing from Australia. And he worked for Hewlett Packard. He was a Hewlett Packard employee and he fixed shit like this as a job. And so they sent the computer back to me. Woohoo, y'all saw me using it. It was great. It was great. It was great. It was great. And then all of a sudden one day, I was sitting here doing something and my audio just muted. It's after I had it on and running for about 3 days. And you know, when you fire up a new computer, it does some updates and it kind of starts to get used to what you're doing. And they start to kind of artificial intelligence kind of get your computer set up for you. Well, this one decided this motherfucker likes doing audio. This guy is a very established and well-known guitar player. And we have to make damn certain he uses it for video and YouTube, and he doesn't watch television. He doesn't watch news. He doesn't get political about shit. So we have to fuck up his audio. So that's what the AI that Hewlett Packard put in their computer. This is an assumption. But that's what I got. So the audio started dropping out. And I spent about 2 days fucking with that. And the computer is now, you can't quite see it, but it's in a pile over here on the floor. And no human will ever be able to plug that thing in and use it again. So that's what happened. And I don't know. It's got a bunch of parts in it that I can probably try and sell. Yeah. Yeah, this one that Jam Pro Sound gave me is, I think it's 12 or 13 years old, about the same. And I mean, good grief. It works. So that's what happened. And I'm really bummed because that computer, when it worked, it was just lightning fast. Holy shit. That part of it was absolutely killer. And, you know, the other thing that I'll say, thank you, brother. The other thing that I'll say is when I bought it brand new and turned it on and used it and then started having audio trouble, when I got it back after they replaced the motherboard and the power supply and other shit in it, it was twice as fast as it was when I opened it up the very first time. So they sent me a piece of shit. Then they said they fixed that piece of shit. They didn't. Then they said they fixed that piece of shit again, and they didn't. And forgive me, but I work on guitars, and I can't do that with somebody's guitar. I would go out of business. If I did that to anyone, one person, I'd be done. Can't have that. So there you go. I'll bet. Yeah, Hugh, you're right, man. Dude, I was so stoked. You know, what's interesting is with this old computer, you know, like when I'm looking at the video in OBS, I can see, you know, it's lagging a little bit. It doesn't follow all my movements like the new one did. And the video doesn't look as clear, but it's working to stream. And that's what I need to be able to do. Because I'm not going to start going to bars and doing that stupid shit. So, to get my entertainment. Let's change the lights. How's that? Let's do that. How's that? Is that better? Let's go green. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I also, let me see. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know how well you'd be able to see it, but I've redone my my wall back there. I'll turn on some lights so y'all can see what I got going. You know, I got that computer going, and I was like, man, I was all stoked. So my guitar room, which is my guitar museum, is looking like this now. So I have all of my guitar, well, not all of them, but most of them hanging, get out of the way, hanging up. And they're close quarters. The wall's not very long, but it's really nice to look at. And someone earlier asked me about an Aria Pro or a Crate guitar. So just because of that was such a great question, I think it was Adam. Was it Adam that asked me that question earlier? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab these cheap guitars that when you set them up right, they're not cheap guitars. And oh, that's right, I broke a string on this one. I need to put a new string on that. So I can't play that one, but this Aria, I think I got this guy for like, I don't know. I think I might have paid $80 for it, something like that. I think I was just getting rid of it. I'm gonna have to break out the old Stratocaster. Again, I haven't played this one for a little while. So I appreciate that question, though. That was really cool to have somebody ask me that. I'll leave the futon down. The reason I don't do that is because this is a studio apartment, and I have guitar students that come here, so I can't leave my bed just sitting there like that. Yeah. So let me see. Oh yeah, that's my old. Let's see what's happening here. So there's my update on my my guitar museum. Okay, so let me also, I don't know if many of you guys have seen this. There's my Reaper project that I'm working on right now that I'm live streaming with. And you notice I've got a built-in always on. Now, the reason I leave that on is so that, let me see what's going on. That's clipping a little bit. I don't know why that would be doing that. Again, these two computers behave differently. Oh, that's from when I unplugged my guitar. That's interesting. Huh. Oh, yeah, that's what's happening. Okay. The reason I leave that tuner on is so when I bend a note, I know my bends are in tune. That's if I would ever do that, really. I haven't played this guitar for a while, so I'm gonna have to give this one a little run for its money here. Let's see what other kind of track can I find here. I'm gonna run a few tracks from that are on YouTube, just because I want to see how this computer behaves. think this one's probably 15 minutes long too. A little bit of funky stuff going on, man. Yeah. E flat. She's calling me out. You know, we gotta play an E flat. Let me see if I can fix this camera. Oh, I'll cancel that. Let's do this. Let me help this. This is one thing about OBS. It's really totally, absolutely asinine. Is that every time you turn it off, you have to go back in and adjust all of your camera settings. The focus is off, the exposure is off, which I cannot figure out for the life of me why they do that. So I'm going to make my camera look a little bit better. Let's get the white balance because I look like I've got a ripping sunburn, right? These lights are green. I'm going to reduce the saturation. There we go. Nice. There we go. That's a little better. Might be a little bit too contrasty. And, you know, again, I'm really just, the light compensation. Come on. Let's apply. Okay. And also, I do have the 60 millisecond Lee Ritenour. What was it? This one is Elevated Jam Tracks, and it's called Vibrant Soulful Groove Guitar Backing Track Jam in F sharp minor. And, you know, unfortunately, most of these are fairly Vanzini. I don't know how you feel about like 100% diatonic sushi bar, right? Yeah, it was elevator music, right? As got some big band jazz going on. And I did put the 60 millisecond delay on my desktop audio, which is what you're hearing. And I want to double check that, make sure that that didn't change at some point in time, and it's still there. That's awesome. So everything should be lining up and sounding good. It's sounding pretty good to me, and it seems like everything's flowing pretty good, and I'm able to do stuff. I am hearing a little bit of some clicks here and there in my headphones. I'm not sure if you're hearing that in the stream. I would have to assume that you are, but you know, and if it's happening, I apologize. I've got my computer. It's working pretty darn hard right now. I mean, it's running two Google Chrome windows, OBS, Reaper. I've got this big plugin sitting here open on my screen. It's doing a lot for this machine to try and do. I don't think I have a bunch of I don't have a bunch of other effects going on. Just a delay on this Hughes-and-Kettner track. And I haven't played through my Hughes-and-Kettner for a couple days, so I'll have to get back on that. But we'll see what happens. Ritz Special in 1988. Ritz Special, was that was Ritenour, wasn't it? Yeah. God, man, that's one. Yeah, that was one I remember. I was just getting ready to graduate from high school, man, when that one hit. And it seems like my guitar teacher was just really like, you need to listen to some of this. May have even played that record in our class. I don't remember, but Ritz Special, man. Yeah. And, you know, forgive me if I'm not being terribly entertaining at the moment. I'm really looking at my my software and such to make sure that I'm not clipping anything. And I am definitely clipping my guitar. See what happens. Yeah, that's where it is. It's happening in the treble part of that. I got that patch just maybe a little bit too bright. Let's pull that back a little bit and let's bring the presence back a little bit. There we go. Maybe that'll help. And the output's 0. I'm still clipping that, so let's bring that level back just a hair. I mean, I'm trying to make it clip just to see what I can get away with. And I can get louder. I'll make the whole mix a little bit louder, but I want to make sure I'm not... I don't even know. Yeah. I got a lot of clip going on that clean amp. Yeah, I'm too hot. Too hot, too bright. Let's see how this sounds. Hopefully. I'm making sure I don't have too much clip. Up and running Waves plugins and oh, nice. Nice. So you're monitoring your live stream using, and I'm addressing Jam Pro. He's up and running Waves plugins in OBS now via Waves Studio Rack, which I don't use a ton of effects in my live streams, to be honest. But aside from my guitar amps and stuff, I don't recall that. Pointer up, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to listen to that one again. Hugh, you're bringing back some very deep memories. I'm getting all moist. So yeah, the Wave Studio Rack. Yeah, see, I don't dig into that stuff. I don't know that stuff. That'd almost be like me using a new DAW, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea given all this shit that I've... all the shit that I've had to deal with in the last couple days. Let's see. I want to find a little bit more challenging backing track. Let's see if I can find. Let me look. I just saw a word in the chat. that let's see. Spacey fusion. Okay, I don't know. G minor funk fusion. Let's see what happens here. I have no idea what any of this stuff is going to sound like. And of course, here we go. I don't know if this one's going to have chords, but it's not very long. So let's. Wow, listen to that. That's pretty bitchin'. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to play the chords. I'm watching the chords. Let me look at that chord progression one more time. That's kind of a cool. I'm digging this stuff. This is a little more complex than what's. Okay, here we go. Minor E flat 6, E minor 7. Let's see. That's a nice chord progression. There it is. Is it D minor? Yeah. That's it, man. Chord, building these chords. Wow. Wow. Little funky, little funky. We're giving me my chord workout. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guitar teacher, high school. Oh, Guild Acoustic, man, I would love to have mine back. Candy Apple Red, nice. 335, nice. Oh, and you guys, here's another thing. I ran into a guy. In fact, I was just walking outside my building drinking a cup of coffee the other morning. And this guy I saw him get out of his truck and he walked up to the front door of my shop, and I saw him there and I was like, I scared the hell out of him because he was like, I was like, hey man, what are you after? And he just like freaked out, man. He's like, whoa, I scared the tar out of him. I didn't mean to. He's like, hey, I have this old guitar that I need to have cleaned up and I'm thinking about selling it and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll be back here at 11 o'clock. And it was 10 o'clock or so at that time. And I was like, if you have it with you, we can take a look at it right now. And he's like, no, I got to go home and get it. I'll be back. So he came in and got there about noon. And this dude brings in this old case, right? And it looks like and my brain immediately went, given what I just saw in the chat a little bit ago about the 335 thing. I was like, oh shit, because the case looked old and I was like, oh man, what do we got? And I opened it up and it wasn't what I was hoping it was, but it is certainly something that is just as worthy. It is, near as I can tell, it's either a 67 or maybe a 66 Epiphone Casino made in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Look one of those up. Look up a 1967 Epiphone Casino. Google it. And you'll see what I have in my hands. And it was pretty neat to see that guitar. I mean, it's not something that, everybody wants one, but man, yeah. Man, I'm Man, I'm not doing a good job with that E flat 6. It's almost like my A string, I'm just looking at my tuning. Yeah. Yeah, and the guy that owns the guitar, he's gonna sell it, and or he wants to sell it. So I haven't done any work on it yet because we're kind of waiting to see if he's gonna sell it to us, or possibly sell it to us, so we can maybe find a good home for it. But it's a pretty sentimental guitar to him. He said that I want to say he said his grandmother played it at gigs, and that thing's been played. It's not all beat up, but man, it's in really good, healthy condition. The paint's really well checkered. It looks beautiful. It looks old. If you look at photographs of those things, a lot of the photographs, they're kind of, I think they're altered so they don't show the checkering in them, which I think is a disgusting disgrace. But because I love checkering, my old Harmonies just checkered to beat the band. It looks awesome. But really cool guitar, and pretty valuable one too. The old G diminished or G augmented. There's a yeah. He said that he has inherited the guitar, and I respect him for doing this. He inherited the guitar, and he said it's just been sitting at my house collecting dust. And it's not like he's selling it because he needs money. That's not what this is about. It's not one of those deals. He's not going to go put it up his nose or go drink himself to death. He's a really, really good guy. And he's like, man, it's making me sick to know that this guitar got used for all that time. He wants it to go to a good home. And that thing is, I mean, I asked him, I was like, how long has this been since this thing's been played? And he's like, well, she passed away like 35 years ago. And I was like, it's been sitting that long? And he's like, yep, still got the strings on it that she put on it. And I was like, holy smokes. But he's like, I can't stand to see this guitar sitting in the case, not getting played by somebody or loved by somebody. So was his exact word. So that was kind of cool. Oh, nice. Good, Hugh. God, I haven't recorded anything. Nothing worth writing home to Mama about. I've been so lazy about recording anything. Not that it matters. Nobody listens to my shit anyway. I want to listen to that augmented chord. Really cool sounding chord. It gets used in a. It gets used. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of latency, like more than I like, but it's all right. So it seems like this thing's working pretty darn solid. Bossa Nova. Bossa Nova. I haven't played any Bossa Nova. I'm trying to think of a Bossa Nova feel. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, 1916 Gibby would be a good one of those would be a even in 16, but they were making pretty good mandolins back then and banjos, both. Guitars, not so much. I agree with you, Great Vanzini. Oh, Brad, welcome, man. Oh, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I sure have enjoyed getting to see you play live. It's really super fun. I see you and I feel like I should sing and play a song, which I can actually kind of get away with right now because my neighbors have moved out. And I'm healthy again. Girl from Ipa. Yeah. That definitely has a Bossa Nova feel. I'm trying to think, God, I haven't played that song in so long. There's no way I would be able to pull it off right now. No way. Not from memory. I would love to, but that's a cool song, though. I've covered that a few times for sure. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I need to get, dude, I have forgotten more songs because like all the stuff that like Valerie does and you're doing and all the kind of busking type songs, dude, I did that, God, from the time I was 20 until I was 40, 45, sitting around playing acoustic guitars. And outside of that, I was playing in bands, but man, I was playing acoustic music constantly. And I mean, that Taylor, that thing has, fuck, dude, thousands of hours on it. And that's no joke. So, oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there, Van Z. Oh, man. Yeah, are you, you're going to be live Saturday, Brad? West Montgomery. Oh, wow. Yeah, if you got to see, I have yet to, I take that back. I have seen one Lloyd Loar mandolin in my life, which I'm very grateful and lucky, because that's about, your chances of seeing a 59 Les Paul in person are greater than getting to see a 1923. I don't know what year this one particular Lloyd Loar Mando was. I didn't ever get to play it. But it was funny because the guy was a college student. We both were taking music classes together, and he is one of the greatest Mando players I have ever heard. And he never really did much with it that I'm aware of. And it just really kind of was sad, but it was funny to see him, in that class. Of course, this was close to 20 years ago. And so I don't know. I mean, people offered him lots of money to buy that mandolin from. Famous people knew he had it. And it was one of those things. He just running around in the recording studio at college, beating the tar out of this Lloyd Loar. It was just really cool. Oh, it was a Loar. It was a Loar guitar. Well, on the subject of mandolins, let me put this thing down. Getting a little wet. I haven't. I'm not a very fluid mandolin player, but I since I brought this thing home, I have been noodling around on it a little bit more than I usually do, or I would, because I didn't have it. I didn't have it here. It was after my place burned down. I didn't really have a good place to store it, and it took me some time to get this thing up and running. Nice. I need a tuner. Where's my tuner? This thing has been hanging on the wall. I haven't played it since I hung it up on the wall, so it's getting climatized. Oh, come on. Oh, dang, it's close. Come on. I hate tuning these things. I don't hate anything. Copperhead Road. Gotta do that when you pick up a mandolin. When I'm playing one of these, if I have to like think about the chord that's coming next, and I can kind of build them while I'm playing. I'm not that fluid on one of these, you know. And I look at it like a guitar upside down, literally. So I'm building these chords like, you know, the old G chord and the C chord and the, you know, an A minor. That's a B, that's an A. There's just so many cool things you can do. There it is. Anyhow, this thing needs to get some more attention. I used to be able to play a few songs on a mandolin, but I just haven't done it for so long that I couldn't remember them. No way. It'd take me a while. But the other one that I've kind of neglected is this one. And you know what's kind of cool, this old 12-string that I still have a little bit of cleanup work to do on this one, but the pickup sure does sound pretty in this, and I haven't ever used it plugged into this amp sim, which that's what this amp sim is made for. First OBS videos uploading now. It's nice. See, there's an old. I'm gonna turn off this this compressor. There's what was that? This one effect here just for a moment, because I really dig the but the decay is just too long on that. Okay, and pre-delay, and we got plenty of pre-delay on that. Okay, let's try that. By my side, I'm contemplating suicide, torn from all my pride. Man told me, son, that ain't the way. Gonna make a deal with you, son. Gonna live another day. Just sign right here, child. Everything will be alright. Nothing I wouldn't do. Own everything for you. Your love's grown old and never knew. Therefore, I have sold my soul for you. I was told by this man we were my wife. Return me to my woman, return me to my style. It's all I ask for in this life. Whatever's wrong, son, you told me you'd make it right. Just sign right here, child. Everything will be alright. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do. Love's grown old and never knew. Therefore, I have sold my soul for you. It's a cool song. That was was it? Yeah, this thing was bought by the man that lives right up above me here in this apartment building in 1969 for brand spanking new, and it's a Ventura 12-string. And I'm telling you, man, I've played a lot of 12 strings. This was a cheap guitar when it was purchased, and I'm telling you, man. Yeah, and I have I'm using the Petrucci. Let me show you the amp sim that I'm running through. This is because I am playing through an actual an amplifier at this point, or an amp sim, but I've got this reverb effect, but just totally dry. Now, also keep in mind that I've got this doubler effect on this thing, so it's really, the guitar is really sounding well produced at this point, just as it is. This is all by itself. So there's the guitar, and it we installed I installed a K&K pickup. It's a 12-string pickup, so it's got 4 microphones underneath the saddle. And then also, this is the Petrucci's acoustic guitar amp sim. And yeah, it's DI'd, man. This, you know, and I don't know, it does, I think maybe on this one, it doesn't have a cab IR. Is this, yeah. With this amp, it doesn't have a, oh, and there's a compressor turned on also. Let's turn that off. I had all kinds of shit on that. And you start throwing the doubler effect on it, just this alone is really makes this thing sound, you know, huge. Yeah, this thing really does sound fantastic. Let's see. So you got a chorus on a chorus effect on a 12-string guitar is kind of like, is it a double non-tandem? So I got no effects on this at all, just the amp. No effects at all. All right. So, and then yeah, this thing does sound. You see, I've been playing this. We got That's wet. Wow. We got the level just cranked on that. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll have. Wow. I don't know that song. I sort of know it. No effects except the effects. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and yeah, at this point I got nothing on it aside from the doubler. That's it. You know, just all by itself. It's pretty much sounds good. But this reverb is really super cool because it's got that shimmer effect on it. You can hear those kind of overtones. I'll thin out the wetness of it so that it's not quite so intrusive. No effects. And there's nothing on it. Oh, what I can do is just bypass the, here's the amp sim bypass. That's the guitar coming through the microphone and from the DI. Let's see. Yeah, and you know, this thing really is the burst on this is really pretty nice. And of course, you know, they were going for the whole hummingbird groove with the painted pickguard. But yeah, this thing is really an eye catcher. It looks beautiful. And I'll tell you what, I wish I could hand this to some of you guys and let you play this thing. Because I mean, it is. This thing plays so nice. The string action is really low and 0 fret buzz, man. I mean, it's just, this thing was, it was built really well. And my brother in arms, Jerry Nolte, who built many guitars, and I've worked on a bunch of his guitars, did some work and repair work. He put a new bridge on this, or reattached the bridge. You can't even tell. The guy is just clean as a whistle. He put a couple of gussets under the top. I can't remember exactly, or no, it was on the back. There was a crack. You can't even see it. God, I don't even know where that thing is. The guy did such a good job. And he also put new, check out the machine heads. I know the light's not real good, but it's chrome black, or black chrome, black chrome, black chrome, black. Because they had to buy 2 sets of machine heads to replace the original machine heads that were just shitty. And so they bought these ones, but they bought a set of 3 and 3 blacks and 3 and 3 chromes, and thus it's a very cool personality. Play something Spanish. Let's see. Let me see. How does that song go? It's not necessarily Spanish. Let's see. I can't play that on this guitar. I can't play that on this guitar. I'm not clean. I don't want to play stuff and sound bad. sister's ex-husband can't get no love. Walks around dog-faced and hurt. Now he's got nothing. Right? Spanish food. Now, put some more of the wetness on it. And I got this amp sim turned off. Now we'll get moist, right? Yeah, clean. That's clean as it gets. In fact, I'll just turn the pickup off. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this is just going into the microphone that I'm talking into. It's an SM7. It's not even a large diaphragm condenser or something. Nothing. Just going into the mic. The pickup is turned completely off. And if I bring the pickup into the mix and just turn the pickup all the way up. Back off. And let's see, here's what I want to do. to get a little bit louder here because I can. What's her name? Yeah, and I haven't really even with this again is just the microphone. Yeah, I hope I'm not getting too loud for you guys. Yeah, and most of the time when I've played acoustic guitar and performed, I've done, God, I don't even know how many hundreds of acoustic sets. Right. Yeah, I do know the secret to that. Yeah, and it's got a shitload of sustain, man. That's what the pickup turned on. And you can hear what my voice sounds like. So it's, it's EQ'd pretty well. This is America's Core. There you go. Let me put it, I want to put it, let's just leave it. Epi, I love the fact that you're digging the clean tone because it's been good for me to play like that. I use effects way too much. Yeah, this thing is really fun to play. I'm sure you guys can probably hear, man. I mean, I wish I could hand this to you guys and let you play it, because this is really a magical 12 string. It's a really cool guitar. It's, I've talked a lot about, I've talked to a lot of guitar players about guitars that they've gone through and owned, and so many guys have sold so many guitars, and it's really not something I've ever done. I've not been into doing that sort of stuff. Pretty much every guitar that I own, I bought it the day it was brand new, and I haven't ever gotten rid of them. And I don't own that guitar, but I own this one, and it should work too. Oh yeah, heck yeah. This thing is deadly due for a new. Yeah, if you come over, Hugh, we'll have to sit here and beat these two guitars to death. Epi, thanks for dropping in tonight, man. It was great to see you. Yeah, maybe someday. Taylor time. Got to remember how this one works. This thing is definitely due for a new string change. But look at this thing. It's pretty beat. The classic Taylor crack. I love it when guys break their guitars, but it's the shoekeeper's kids. I only sold one. I wish I didn't. Yeah. I had to give one away that this shit on here is from the fire. I haven't cleaned this thing since that happened. I probably won't ever clean it again. Yeah, those things, yeah, the 814s, dude, you can't go wrong. Wow. You're one of the luckiest people in the world, Hugh. That is a major accomplishment. Something I did with this one right after I bought it, man. You can kind of see them maybe in a little bit in the light. Let me get this. I don't know if I can tilt this right, but right down below right after I bought this thing, I was doing this song. What was it? What was it? Oh, you're so bad. Best thing I ever had. Right? There's a spot in that song where, in the chorus, it, so bad. The best thing I ever had. In a world gone mad. You're so bad. And I just beat the tar out of it with my pick. I was banging the crap out of it, and I put a bunch of dings in it right there. This thing was brand new. I was like, oh, Jesus, dude. But, you know, like I've said, if you don't get dings in your guitar, you ain't playing it enough. That's the facts. That is the fact, I think. Turn that reverb back on. See what the tuning on this thing is doing. It's been hanging on my wall, not getting played for quite a while. Let me get this stuff out of the way. I don't remember. And having this this live tuner on my in my track control panel is really nice, because I don't like. Man, this thing is. Thing is damn near dead on, man. Forgot this. I hear you, Charlie. Yeah. Well, you know, I gotta, with regard to my guitars, man, I had a child when I was 21 years old, way too young to become a dad for anybody. I don't care who you are. You might enjoy it, but I didn't care if my guitars had dings in them. I was raising a kid and trying to still play my guitar that I had been working 13 years to become a real guitar player with, and that ended it. So my guitars just have been beat up. Hi, Mitch. Welcome. I don't think the Andy Powers Taylors are as good. Oh, yeah, he's kind of taken over where Bob, you know, Hugh, I don't really know. And I, as much as I do try and stay on top of what's happening in the guitar world and who's making them and all that stuff, I'm not really that good with it. Just to be straight up honest. Oh, Charlie, dude. put a hole. Oh my God, dude. Oh man. Dude, that breaks my heart. Oh, that's terrible. And it's funny that it's a little Yamaha because a Yamaha acoustic guitar was the first guitar I ever played, man. My dad showed me a chord on his Yamaha acoustic, and that moment my life changed. Thus, I've gone through life buying shit like this instead of putting alcohol and drugs in my body. Kind of interesting, that shimmer effect. Kind of fun. Well, that's not very far, man. Those iPads must be heavy. But I will say this, I do not own an iPad, so that can't happen to me. What might be kind of fun is to do a little bit of improv on my acoustic guitar, and I pulled up backing, funk backing, fusion backing track, and fusion, fast fusion, funk backing track, fusion backing track, bass. And now let's do. I'm just gonna do an acoustic backing. Forgive me for the typing. I'm not. Oops. There we go. Let's see. Soothing acoustic backing track in A minor, of course. A minor, G, F. Deep soulful. Let's see. Romantic acoustic guitar backing track in C. It's called Nights. Tom Bailey backing tracks. It's 5 minutes. That's beautiful. That sounds nice. What do you think? Can I do something with this? dominant sevenths. No dominant sevenths. Stop. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. See ya. It's funny that they write a progression like that, and they say that it's technically, I guess it is in C. Or what's my, yeah, yeah. I'm with respect to having let me see what was oops. Right, oh, okay. She used to see too many. And forgive me, Hugh. I got into that. Yeah, I don't. It's interesting. I don't even live that far from the Taylor factory, to be honest. As a crow flies, it's 1,200 miles from my house compared to Hugh, where you're located, and we don't see very many Taylors. Although, dude, I had a 98 come in that I just did he had played, dude, he wore the fucking frets out of that. I might have even done a little video of that one, but I did a fret level and crown on that. That dude had played the hell and never had that guitar leveled or crowned. This one, I've replaced the first 7 frets on it at one point. Dude, this guitar was fantastic. And it was what model was it? I want to say it was a 514, maybe. It was this, only it was a 500 series and from 98. And so it's a year older than this one. And damn, dude, that guitar was sweet. Wow, thanks. Charlie, I appreciate it. Yeah, that was a cool backing track. The backing track is by Tom Bailey Backing Tracks, and it's called Romantic Acoustic Guitar Backing Track in C, and it's called Nights. That's been watched 56,000 times. And Tom Bailey Backing Track, he has 175,000 subscribers. So pretty popular dude. Oh, that would be awesome. Because 70%. Oh boy. How long is that thing? What is it? Fucking 4 hours long? Are you on dial-up internet, bro? Or did you go 4K with it? Or did you do 4K? Because if you had to render a 4K video on your shuttle, I'm sorry. Taylor's, yeah. Yeah, these things are... Yeah, these things are fantastic guitars. Manny Vi, that's interesting that you would bring up Jewel. Her sister owned, or was it her sister? Owned a bar in Benjamin, Washington, which is on the Columbia River Gorge near where I grew up. And I never bumped into her there, but I heard that she was in Hood River and in that part of our world quite often. She had some really great songs, man. Oh, I had the biggest crush on her too. She was gorgeous. And I think it was her sister, man. She owned that. Dude, she was super hot. But of course, I was married and had a kid back then, but so every woman was, no, I'm joking. Yeah, it's interesting. And the other Taylor, Dave Matthews, played Taylor. Love him or hate him, man. That guy beat the tar out of those Taylors. Huh. It's taken that long to get uploaded to YouTube. That's interesting, dude. Yeah. Huh. You're 70% done, man. I could probably, my videos take, geez, 3-4 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And then, it has to, they go through all their checks and make sure there's not, pornography and murder and people getting, murdered and stuff in it. But they make sure that it's appropriate. But, God, that seems like it's taken a long time. Wow. 24 minutes, 5 gigabytes. Huh. 5 gigs for 20 minute. It's 1080p, 24 frames per second. God, man, that's huge. The file's not huge, but. Forgot how to play this song. There was one, remember that by Tesla? But that's the ending of it. Let's see. I can't remember the first part of that song. There were a bunch of guitar intros that had that sort of stuff going on. You know. Goo Goo Doll. I don't know any Goo Goo Dolls stuff. Steve Howe, there you go. I always like over E minor riffs, you know, where they're the classic E minor. Right. I love using that. DDB. Is that the one? of nasty chord can I land on? Here we go. I found a good one. What would Tim say right now? Oh, yeah, that's right. Robert Plant's my favorite Beatle. You recognize that tune, right? I didn't actually play it. Better with a beer glass. Give me a glass of beer and I'll play some slide, but I never play with the slide, hardly ever. And this slide I don't think fits me properly. It's a little too big. I think I have another one here though. Let me see. Slide is really fun. It's best to do it with a beer glass though, man. Having a beer glass and getting a whale on the thing with a beer glass is super fun. Oh no, my other one. Oh wait. Yeah, I do have another one. I think it's smaller. Yeah. I think it's smaller. Let's make it a joke. Come on. I said it. I think it's smaller. What's the punchline? Come on, guys. Don't let me down on that. Yeah, this one fits. Thank you. Thank you. Shotgun sled. Yeah, man, I don't play with the slide very often. I have done it, but not really well practiced. I wish I could do that with the slide. I just don't have the practice. Do a lot of chromatic stuff. A little pinch harmonic on the electric acoustic. Try and do something real quick. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. Give me a moment. All right, so I still have sound, and it's yeah, we have these slides at our shop, and they're actually called a rock slide. And they have I like them because this one is just a classic chrome slide, and it's almost that, I don't know, it's too long, or either that or it's too small. It doesn't fit. You know, if I wear it on my pinky, it fits my pinky pretty well. But I don't like the way that feels. I use them on my ring finger. And the other one's like too big because it's loose over the knuckle on my ring finger. I need the one right in between this one and the other one. But the rock slides, they have a little relief section in there. So when you bend your finger, you get a little bend on your knuckle, which is kind of what you can do with this, but it wants to fall off your finger. Those things fit really nice. Justin Johnson, yeah. Yeah. Who's that kid from Europe? He uses one that's like, I think he plays it on his pinky, and it looks like kind of like a bullet. It's closed on the end. So, no, oh, who is that kid? I call him a kid. Man, there's a guy over there. He's got an interesting name. Man, that guy. He did a lot of stuff for Anderton's music for a while, and then he stopped doing their stuff, and I kind of lost. But he's kind of cool. I don't recognize that. Taj. That. If you're talking about Taj Mahal, that's not who I'm talking about, but. So it's interesting because I just cut my sound buffer in half, and I'm running at 128 right now, and it just really made but I just heard a little glitch, I think, in my audio, but. Need a slide for that one. Man, it's coming out deep tonight. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm having. Can't believe how well this old computer is doing, man. There's a beautiful chord. I need to change some strings on this thing. Somebody, you guys know anybody who can put a set of strings on my guitar for me? Fuck. It's my turn to let somebody put strings on my fucking guitar. You guys, I think I am going to retire. I'm tired and I gotta be to work in 11 hours. I mean, I gotta be up. I'm gonna have to wake up tomorrow, man. But I got everything back up and running, so I didn't really miss a lot. I just wasted a bunch of time, but I really appreciate folks hanging with me tonight. It's been just acoustic guitar babbling, acoustic guitar. I would say it, but if I say that word, they will probably yank my video or something. It's not like you can talk about joys of life, the things that God gave us that He doesn't want us to do, right? Because it's sin, right? Isn't that amazing? Christianity invented a God that doesn't want you to do one of the most pleasurable things in that He gave you. So a little bit of guitar. Let's just. I'm beating my guitar, right? Uh-oh. I picked a good time. Until the next time, folks. Great Vanzini, Hugh, Many Vibes, Jam Pro, Mitch, Boy, there was a bunch of you guys that dropped in tonight. I really appreciate you guys hanging with me a little bit. I really just did this to see how things would work. Zach, yeah, brother. I hope you can get that video done, man. And everybody, I think Jam Pro is going to have a video posted here in just a few minutes. So if you could be so kind to go over, pop in there and subscribe to his channel. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, please do. That's cool. I might have enough subscribers to do something with it. Yeah, Camellia. Good to see you again tonight. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully I played well enough for everybody. Keep you a little bit entertained. I love doing that. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day tomorrow, and a good night. Good night, Hugh, or good morning. It's morning, isn't it? Peace, y'all.